Hey y'all. Good day. Good day. Good day, Wayne. Yes. May the wellspring of life bless you always too, Wayne. Thank you for that blessing. Good day, Nan. I hope you're doing well. Good day, Vanessa. Hey, Heike. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's doing well. On this Tuesday, I was like, what day is it today? I was like, Tim, I don't know the days. It's so weird. Good morning, Tim. And Tim is shouting everybody out and saying, good morning, everybody. I love that, Tim. Good day, Simone. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Sending you love, sending you love, sending everybody love today. And I am just thrilled that we are in the flow. Yes, we are. You're feeling the flow? Are you feeling the flow? I know I am because we're in the flow series. And I told y'all after the autotelic series last week, I had to go with the flow. Literally, I had to go with the flow. Sekou said the flow is real. Yes, it is, Dr. Karina. The flow is real. Good day, everybody, and welcome. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. And SIP stands for Spirit and Practice. Spirit and Practice. And so we're going to get right into it. We're going to get right into it. And I just want to remind you of the definition that we're working with, and it's the definition by Dr. Makai Csikszentmihalyi. Getting there, y'all. I'm getting there. And he defines flow as that state where you're fully immersed in an activity, feeling energized, focused, full involvement, and enjoyment in the process. Okay? Thank you, producer, for putting up that, for putting up Chick Sit Me High. Yes, flow. Yes, yes. So yesterday we talked about how flow is law, that flow is a principle. And like any principle, like any law, we can use it, right? And like any law that we use, we could use it intelligently or we can misuse it. So we're all about using the laws intelligently, right? Applying it in our lives in the way and in the direction that we want to go, that we want to what? That we want to flow. Oh yes, oh yes. So today I wanted to incorporate into the conversation a Taoist philosophy that is flow also. And the word that they use, that the Taoists use to to define flow is Wu Wei. Wu Wei. Okay? Have you ever heard of that? Wu Wei is WUWEI. Okay? So Wu Wei. And what Wu Wei means, so think about it in the context of flow. It is action of non action and effortless action. Wu Wei is a state of being in which one acts perfectly and spontaneously according to the situation. So it's action of non-action, effortless action. And so I think we've all had that experience of being in the flow, of being in a state of Wu Wei, where time and space just fades away and we are totally immersed in what we are doing. We're totally focused on that one single thing that we are doing. And before we know it, hours have gone by. Or sometimes the reverse happens. It feels like hours have gone by and it's only been like 15 minutes. And then we're excited. I know I get excited when that happens because then I'm like, oh, I have more time to do more of this that I'm doing. I have more flow. I have more flow time. I have more time to be present in that woo way. Yes, that's a tongue twister. The woo way. Oh yes, oh yes. So there's some deliciousness in that. And there's deliciousness in that state of beingness. Yes? So I wanted to read something to you today from the Tao Te Ching. I love the Tao Te Ching. I got fully introduced to the Tao Te Ching during my days at Sacred Center. The spiritual director at the time was August Gold, and the Tao Te Ching was like her Bible, right? It was like her Bible. Remember that, Sonia? All those sermons based on the Tao Te Ching, those were good days. Those were good days. Sonia Toledo was with me at Sacred Center, and I'm going to be with Sonia tomorrow, and I'll be talking about that in our Some Joy News. Yes, yes. So I'm in the Tao, verse 8, and I'm just going to read a piece of it. Live in accordance with the nature of things. Build your house on solid ground. Keep your mind still. When giving, be kind. When speaking, be truthful. When ruling, be just. When working, be one pointed. When acting, remember timing is everything. Timing is everything. So in the Wu way, we are being one pointed, right? We are focused on what we are doing. When we're in the flow, we are immersing ourselves. We are fully engaged. We are fully present to that which we are doing. Yes? So yesterday, I invited you all to be in the flow of your quality of God, right? And to give that away. If you're feeling stagnant, yesterday I said, if you're feeling stagnant, one of the ways to get the energy moving, to get the energy flowing, is to give. Is to give. So if your quality of God is love, give love. Be altruistic about your purpose. Yes? And that will get things moving. That will get the energy flowing. Oh, yes, it will. Oh, yes, it will. So, Wu Wei, some other components of Wu Wei is, and see if you ever experienced this. When you're focused, when you're in the Wu Wei way, you are just razor sharp. Your focus is razor sharp. And you can only have razor sharp focus if you are focused on one thing. The Tao said, have one pointed focus. So the whole idea, the whole notion of multitasking is not flow. You can't be in the flow and think that you can do more than one thing at a time and do it well, right? So I have given up on the notion of multitasking a long, long time ago. And I remember many years ago, I was in an interview, and one of the requirements, one of the things that they was looking for was someone that was a good multitasker. And so in the interview, they were going down, all the requirements that they were looking for, and they got to, being a good multitasker. And so the interviewer said to me, so how are you with multitasking? Are you good with multitasking? And I said, oh no, I'm horrible. I'm horrible with multitasking. I'm not a multitasker at all. So if you're looking for a multitasker, it is not me. And then I went on to tell her about, some things about the brain and things about being present, and how it really is, as Sonia just indicated in her comments, that it is an illusion, right? It is an illusion to multitask. And so the person that was interviewing me was looking at me like I had two heads, right? And I'm saying to myself, like, oh, like this is it, this is it. This is what you get. If you decide to offer me this position, this is what you're going to get. Someone who is not a multitasker. But when I focus on that one thing, that's what I told her. I said, I'll focus on that one thing, and I will shoot it. I will shoot it out the park. I would like dunk on that one thing, right? And they wound up offering me the position, but I didn't take it. But anyway, we have to focus on one thing, and focus on that one thing will support us in doing it well, right? And there has to be a balance, an intelligent balance between action and non-action, right? So sometimes we could be in the flow, and sometimes we take a pause, and that pause is a sacred pause because we're getting information, right? We're getting information from the universe as to what our next action should be, right? And we don't have to force this when we're in the flow. It just comes like a download. That's how my morning sips, I've shared that many times, that I've gotten the download. I got the download because I'm in the flow. I'm in the flow with my morning sips. And so there's activity. And then at some point, there's non activity. That doesn't mean that I'm not doing anything. It means that I'm not forcing anything, that I am open. I am a receptive channel to the energy and the information to come through me so that I can use it, right? Remember, Ernest Holmes was talking about being a channel, and that is open, and there is a input, and there is an output, there is an inlet, and there is an outlet. So when we are in the action, right, that is the outlet. But when we're in non-action, we're in the position of inlet. We're letting it in. So to have an intelligent balance between action and non-action, the way that nature does, we can always turn to nature to show us the way, right? Nature is all about Wu Wei. Oh, yes, it is. Nature has action and non-action in perfect balance. In perfect balance. It takes into consideration its total environment and uses that information to decide, is this a time to make this move, or is this the time to be still, right? Oh, yeah. So we turn to nature for the information, right? And that's Wu Wei. That is the Wu Wei way. We focus on the task at hand and not the result. Not the result. In our society, in Western society, there is so much focus on the result. So much focus on the result. But where does the result reside? The result resides in the future. And when we're in the flow, we're in the present moment. When we're in the flow, we are trusting. We are trusting that the result will be the most perfect result that it can be because we are present in what we are doing. And the best indicator of the future is what you are doing right now, right? The best indicator of tomorrow, somebody said, is what you are doing today. Yes? Oh, yes. So when we are as Wu Wei, we are not focused on the result. Because I'm going to tell you, it is my testimony, y'all. I could testify to the fact that I think it's going to be this result based on a whole bunch of stuff, right? And then when I come to the end of it, it's something totally different. It's something totally different from what I was expecting. And 9 times out of 10, I would say 99.99% of the time, is way better than I could have imagined. So I'm not relying on my results. I'm relying on the universe's result. And so my job, my task is to stay focused in this right now present moment, to stay focused there and know and trust and have the faith that the result is for the highest good. Oh, yes, that is the Wu Wei. That is the Wu Wei way. The other element of Wu Wei is to reduce distractions. So I see Wayne said creative flow is the operating rule of the cosmos. Deepak Chopra. Oh yes. Thank you, Wayne, for that, Jim. It certainly is. It certainly is. So when we reduce distractions, we, you know, it goes in alignment with the notion of multitasking. If you are in the zone, you are like singly focused. You eliminate other distractions, right? So for me, the way how that shows up for me is if there's something that I'm working on, if I'm in the flow, usually I don't have anything on. I don't have the TV on in the background. I'm not interacting with other people in my house. I'm usually in my office with the door closed. I may or may not have on music. If I do have on music, it could only be instrumental. There could be no words, no singing aloud. Because what happens for me is I start to get distracted with the song, with the words, right? It kind of distracts me. And then before I know it, especially if a jam comes on, I'm up and I'm dancing and I'm having, so I get distracted. And sometimes for me, it's a healthy distraction. It really depends on what it is that I'm focusing on, right? But I know optimally, the environment that works best for me is to reduce the distractions, right? To reduce the distractions. That is the Wu Wei way. But you have to find your own Wu Wei that works for you. For some people, music with someone singing inspires them, right? So you have to see what works for you, right? And then our attention has to be very selective. So I don't know if this happens to y'all, and then I have to catch myself because I find myself doing this. I'll go in my office and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to get done today. I have my priorities listed out. This is what I'm going to get done. And then I start doing all these other little things. I'm like, oh, well, let me do this first. Oh, and then I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna do this, right? And then by the end of the day, have I done that thing? Have I done what was my number one priority? No. But I got all this other stuff done. I got all this other stuff done. And so one of my friends is like, you get a lot done in a day. And I'm like, no, I don't, because I didn't get that thing done. The thing that was the purpose of my day, I didn't get it done. So for me, it doesn't matter if I get five things done. If I don't get that one thing that was the purpose of the day done, I feel like I didn't get anything done. I feel unaccomplished for that day. Now, do I beat myself up about it? No, no. Sometimes I laugh about it. But most of the time I'm like, okay, you see that you have to be selective, Rev Melissa, about what you are giving your attention to. Because the 10,000 things, the Tao talks about the 10,000 things. The 10,000 things will have you going all over the place, right? But you have to say, woo, way. Take a deep breath. Take that sacred pause and bring yourself back to the present moment, right? Bring yourself back to the present moment. Be here now. Yes, that's Wu Wei. That is Wu Wei. And I see some of y'all in agreement. I see some hallelujahs over there. Oh, yes, Nan, I often do that. Yes, easily distracted. Yes, even y'all. Yes, yes, yes. So y'all know what I'm talking about the same way. Yes, 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 Karina. So we have to focus on one thing. We have to immerse ourselves in it. We have to reduce the distractions, and we have to have an intelligent balance between the action and the non-action. Yes? All right, y'all. So I want to close this piece by just sharing a little bit more from verse 8 in the Tao Te Ching. And the last verse in this verse, if you will, says this: one who lives in accordance with nature does not go against the way of things. He moves in harmony with the present moment, always knowing the truth of just what to do. So we move in harmony with the present moment, always knowing the truth of just what to do. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So that's Wu Wei. So get your Wu Wei on. Get your Wu Wei on and discover your own way with Wu Wei, you know, and be in the flow. Be as the flow. Be in the inlet and be in the outlet of flow. All right, y'all. All right. Oh, thank you, Eamon Ya. You're very welcome. Oh, Sonia, I'm glad it's what you needed to hear today. Wonderful, wonderful. That makes me so happy. That makes me so happy. So if you got what you needed today, I am thrilled. Mission accomplished as far as I am concerned. And so I'm Rev Melissa, y'all. I'm an ordained interfaith minister. I'm a licensed religious science practitioner, and I am a purpose coach. And I support people in living life. Enjoy, connected to their yes, connecting to the woo way. Yes. So if this inspires you, if it resonates with you, if it gave you what you needed today, I so would appreciate you participating in the law of circulation, in the giving and in the receiving by giving a love offering. You can do so at Cash App or Venmo at I am Red Melissa. And I appreciate your givingness and I appreciate the love. All right, y'all. So we're living life in joy. We're living life in joy. Woo way. Connected to our yes. Connected to our yes. All right. It's time for some joy news. It's time for some joy news. I see you, Dr. Karina. You got to work on your multitasking. Work on not multitasking. That's right. That's right. So you could do it. You could do it. Yes, on your woo way. Yes, yes, yes. Let's all say that together. So you know, of course, I can't hear you, but I'm trusting that you're going to say woo way with me. So on the count of three, one, two, three. One, two, three. Woo way. Again, woo way. Oh, yes. And that's a good breathing technique too, right? So you could like on the inhale go woo, and on the exhale go way. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. All right, y'all. Some joy news. Some joy news. So tomorrow is a three fur. It's a three fur, Sonia. You're part of my three fur Wednesday. So the three fur is, of course, morning sip at 10:30. We're continuing with the flow. Number two is Living Life in Joy. Tomorrow, my show, Living Life in Joy, comes on at noon Eastern Time, right here on the New Thought Media Network. And right where you're watching now, you can watch the Living Life in Joy show. And my special guest is my soul brother, Sekou Wright, the visionary of the Hero Hoodies movement, and so much more, and so much more. So please tune in tomorrow at noon to check out that conversation that I'm just thrilled to have with Sekou Wright. And then the third thing on my Three for Wednesday is being with the Dignity of Children, the wonderful organization. The visionary of it is Sonia Toledo, who's right here in the congregation of joy with us today. I am so thrilled to share with them a workshop titled Learn How to Design Your Life from Within and Experience More Joy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So, Sonia, I cannot wait to be with everyone. And this is open to everyone. So, if this is something that you are interested in, who's interested in experiencing more joy in their life? I'm just curious. So if you are, I got a dynamic workshop planned. So you can go to Dignity of Children, their Facebook page. It will be streaming live at 7 p.m. tomorrow. And you can also register. It will be on Zoom. And if you register and you're in Zoom, we'll have more interaction. So that would be awesome. And you can see the registration on my page. I am Red Melissa. I have it pinned at the top of my page, so you can't miss it. So please register today. All right. All right. So the podcast is back on and popping, y'all. I told y'all I got the podcast back up. I have a new episode on from the Sacred series, and it is Sacred Pause, which I mentioned a couple of times today. Thank you for posting the information into the comments there about Dignity of Children workshop and also about Dignity of Children workshop. Okay. All right. So the podcast is at it's Sit with Red Melissa. You can find it on Spotify and other podcast platforms. So please check it out. It's the Sacred series, and the episode is Sacred Pause. So the Sacred series has 5 episodes. So that's the first one, and I'll be dropping the second one this Saturday. Okay, because on Saturdays, where am I on Saturdays? These days, I'm with my 30-day mental diet spiritual book club folks, and we're just having a good time. So I mentioned yesterday that class is now closed. And if you want to participate, you have to wait for the next round. Okay. All right. What else do I want to share? Friday is our next Meditating with the Moon at 4 a.m. Eastern Time. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. So people are registering already. So please register. When you register, you will receive the Zoom link, right? You'll get an email from Eventbrite, and you just scroll through the email and you will see the Zoom link. Okay. So you just zoom on in Friday, 4 a.m. Okay. And we do a spiritual practice together. We're on for about an hour. It's almost kind of like a spiritual practice workshop, right? But we do some work together. We do some work and there's some sharing. It's just a divine time. It's a divine time. And I don't share it anywhere. I don't share it anywhere. It's not recorded. It is sacred time that we are spending together. And I treat it and honor it as such. So what do I say? You got to be in the room where it happens if you want to participate in Meditating with the Moon at 4 a.m. And then if you want to go back to bed, you could go back to bed, right? You could go back to bed. All right. All right. I think I hit all of the things I wanted to share. The two last things, maybe three, is Sunday. I will be speaking at my spiritual home, Centers for Spiritual Living, Rockland County. And I just got distracted. Did you see me? By Heiki's comment. She put 1 hour in caps. What happened to 15 minutes? Oh, Heike. You know, the spirit happens, girl. The spirit just swoops on in and we go in. We go in. So you have to be there to experience. It really is 15 minutes, but the clock registers it as an hour. It's funny how that happens. Girl, just come on. Just come on. You won't regret it. I promise you, you won't regret it. Okay? So please join me Sunday for Sunday in Praise. Back on Facebook Live, y'all. Sunday in Praise is back on Facebook Live starting this Sunday, Valentine's Day at 10:30. And then at 11:30, I'm speaking at Rockland CSL. And I'll mention that again. And then lastly things. I am on the New Thought Media Network. They are supporting my work. They are supporting my ministry of joy. through Morning Sip and through Living Life in Joy. And there is other programming that is available through the New Thought Media Network that is guaranteed to lift your spirits. It is inspiring. So please give to the New Thought Media Network so that they can continue to expand and share the joy news across these broadcasting platforms. So you can donate at ntmedia.org and just press donate. And then part of a show that is on the network, the New Thought Media Network, that I just want to make everyone aware of, is called Ignite Your Inner Dazzle by my sister, Reverend Lisa Williams. So please join her Wednesdays, 1 p.m. Mountain Time. You know, you would have watched Living Life in Joy at 12 noon Eastern Time, and then later on you can join Reverend Lisa for Igniting Your Inner Dazzle, a dazzling good spiritual conversation. Who doesn't want some inner dazzle? Oh, I love that, Reverend Lisa. So please check her out. And check out the offerings on New Thought Media Network. There is something for everyone. Something for everyone. All right. I think that's it. We will be back. I will be back tomorrow for more flow, more woo way. Yes. So peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.